What's up, guys, and welcome back to Hero Strength. We're starting off the workout, or actually the year. Let's go with the year. Happy New Year, everybody, with a chest day. You can't go wrong with chest. So I'm going to show you guys how we get it done at Planet Fitness and how we get a nice, thick, strong chest. So what I always like to do, like you guys know, is I'm big on my warm-ups. So the pec deck normally is my go-to thing. I do about 3 sets, and basically just the purpose here is just to get good squeezes and good stretches. The weight that I do isn't nothing too crazy, just enough weight to get a good nice squeeze and to make sure I'm getting a good stretch too. So with this one in particular, I did about 5 reps on each side of my chest, and then I switched it up and did 10 reps just with good stretches. Sometimes, for some people, they say like the stretch is just too exaggerated. I feel like when you have good control, the stretch can't be good enough. The better the stretch, but the better the contraction. So as you guys see, I'm getting a good, nice stretch, focusing on that primarily. And then at the end of the movement, I take about a second and get a good, nice squeeze. People, as far as form, people always ask me like how to do these. Just make sure that your chest is nice and high. I try to think that you have like a slight arch on the actual machine. You don't want to be slouched over. You don't want any pain in your shoulders. You just want to make sure that you're getting a good, nice stretch. Okay, and right after that, we're going to some flat dumbbell presses. I do 2 sets of 15. For an actual working set, again, I just really like volume. But here, you guys can see I'm taking my time. I'm trying to control the weight, trying to get a good, nice stretch along the middle part of my chest, and very important, the upper part of my chest. That's very important. I know when I first started, I was very particular on, just focus on the middle part, just focus on the upper part. And I had to learn that, the chest altogether, just if you're able to squeeze the whole thing, why not, So very important when doing these. I don't ever really try to lock out my arms here. I'm just trying to get good squeezes, but I never lock out my arms, just for the simple fact of just keeping the tension in my chest. But very important also is I'm trying to make sure that as I'm going down, I'm feeling that stretch. I generally prefer doing a bench press for a good stretch. So that's like my go-to when I'm probably starting out a movement or anything. For chest in general, I just feel like it's just when you do a wider type of grip, it's just amazing. But here I can still feel a good stretch just because I'm really trying to take my time when doing these, and I'm trying to make sure that as I'm doing it, you guys can see my back is like slightly arched, and here especially you guys can see that my chest is poking out. That's not just because my chest is developed. No, it's because I'm trying to force it. I'm trying when I go back on the bench, I'm trying to slightly arch my back. I try to think I'm just keeping my traps and my butt against the bench. Everything else is just lifted. It's not exaggerated. It's nice and comfortable. But in doing that, because your chest is elevated, it's able to stretch first and it's able to contract first. So again, if you guys look, even though I'm dealing with heavier weight, I'm still trying to control and make sure that I'm not just going up and down, but that everything I'm doing has a purpose. Very big also is where the contraction is happening. You guys can't see exactly, but I'm also still very much trying to contract the top portion of my chest, the upper part. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of bodybuilders even, their upper chests aren't as amazing as they could be, especially from the golden era of bodybuilding where chests were just massive, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that type of look to me is more appealing. So that's why I'm trying to emphasize that. And I always make sure that I'm still trying to aim for that while I'm doing my sets. This last set though, I went as heavy as I could and did about 10 reps. Then I did halvesies. So with these, basically you're more so in the sense trying to focus on the stretch. And it's a slight squeeze, very, very tiny squeeze. The main purpose of this is just to burn out and to stretch out the chest. So it's squeeze and then stretch. And due to the fact you can't squeeze it all that much, the stretch is like the most thing you're gonna feel. Right after that, I go to the Tricep Press machine. But I'm doing a variation where I'm focusing and I'm putting all the pressure on my chest. So basically, I'm not leaned on completely to the back of the seat. I'm leaned over a little bit. and I'm guiding my hands to the bottom portion of my chest basically, and I'm trying to go as high as I can, get a good stretch everywhere, not just the bottom part but the middle, the whole chest. I'm trying to stretch all that out, and I'm going and I'm squeezing. Me mentally, I'm thinking I'm squeezing from the upper part all the way down to the lower part, and I do a lot of repetitions with these just because if I go heavier, I kind of get elevated. But if you guys see here, you guys can see the upper part is nice and out, and so it's me squeezing the whole thing. Like, again, everything's a pose, so while I'm doing these, I'm trying to overemphasize my chest coming out, and thus that helps me to be able to squeeze it a lot more. Again, focusing primarily on that stretch and squeeze. These in particular, I don't do a whole lot of weight. It's more so kind of like a warm-up for everything else, but I still try to make these as difficult as possible. Right after you guys do these, the bottom portion of your chest should feel amazing. Your whole chest should feel amazing, and you should have like a really nasty pump. One of my favorite movements. Right after that, we're going to go into a cable fly variation. I don't know what these are called. I didn't know whether to call these up to downs or down to ups. But basically, I've never until this year actually done these, and I actually really love them. Especially I even like them with dumbbells. Before, I just really couldn't get a good stretch or squeeze. Now I just feel like I just have a better mind muscle connection. But the whole point of these is like my arm will go probably as far as to the side of my body, and then I'll go up, and I'm trying to maintain a nice high chest like Superman. Think that you're trying to keep a Superman pose, nice high chest, and then you bring your arms together and you're squeezing the bottom portion of your chest, but also you're trying to like create a shelf on your chest. That's the best way I can describe it, of how I do these. And if you guys look at the weight on the side, it's not a lot. I think I only did 10 pounds. The whole purpose of this, for me personally, is the squeeze. I try to get a stretch, but not all the time do I really feel it. But here I could feel a slight stretch, and then I'm squeezing at the top of the movement, trying to make sure that when if I were to look in the mirror, that my whole chest is nice and popped out. You don't want to see too much of your shoulder. Everything should look like that your chest is just poking out. It should get you excited when you see yourself doing these, because you're like, whoa, I really can see my chest poking out. And then right after that, we go into some decline dumbbell presses. Some people say, well, why are you doing this exercise so late into the workout? Just because I wanted to. Purely that. There's no reasoning. I really don't think that there's a wrong way to start your workout or a wrong way to end it. I just felt like I could still do some pretty heavy movements, so I'm like, hey, let me end it with this. If you guys see though, while I'm doing these, I'm trying to make sure that as the dumbbell comes down, I'm trying to get a good stretch, not just the lower part, but what kind of helps me to like aim for it is honestly aiming for the middle part of my chest. And in this video clip in particular, you guys are going to see that kind of my whole chest is squeezing, not just the bottom part. I'm trying to focus on everything. And a quick little side note, when you actually work on the bottom portion of your chest, if you guys focus enough, you guys actually when you guys feel the whole chest, it helps the upper part of your chest too. So you guys will see in a different video that I mix my the bottom portion of my chest with my incline or my upper chest day. You guys will see when I do that. But again, this one is just a decline version of the flat bench, just different variation, I guess. I'm really trying to focus on the lower part of my chest on days where I'm not working on the upper part. Right after that, we go into some flat dumbbell flies. A lot of people can't feel the squeeze. I slightly feel the squeeze, but the most important thing is guiding those dumbbells down on your whole chest and getting a good stretch. And then again, if you guys see, my chest is nice and high and elevated. I'm trying to make sure it stays that way, so that's the only thing that's stretching out. And yeah, you guys don't want to deal with a whole lot of weight with this. It's just anything that's enough to feel a great, amazing stretch. That's the whole purpose of these. If you guys can't feel the squeeze, focus primarily on the stretching portion of the exercise. You guys don't want to deal with a whole lot of weight. You guys want to protect your shoulders and protect your biceps. But this is a staple for building an amazing chest. And if you even, as you guys see when I'm doing these, I take a moment, I'm trying to slightly hit a pose because I know how I want my chest to look. You guys will see that I slightly hit a pose so my chest is nice and poked outward. That's how I do it. So if that helps you guys, that's just a good way for me to get a good mind muscle connection. Thank you guys for watching another video. Please leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet, because there's a video coming out every Friday, and I'm going to be making also some side videos in the middle of the week for you guys too. I really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever. Please let me know what you guys want to see more of. Please let me know if you guys liked the video. Please let me know if you guys didn't like the video. That only helps me at the end of the day. You're still a view. So I really appreciate you guys, and let's genuinely choose to make this an amazing year. Let's choose to make this a year that's going to be our year. You know, last year I think when everything started going down, even I kind of just shut down, and I'm not that I can admit I'm not entirely that person, but I'm surprised at myself that I just let myself shut down and didn't choose to completely strive to get to where I want to be. I'm definitely choosing this year to be the year that within like 6 months I'm hoping to get 10,000 subscribers. I'm already in the process of finding a better job, a job that's actually scary for me, but I'm trying to get myself out of that level of comfortability. I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to go and get what I know I can, what I know is for me, and I'm tired of just sitting back and wishing. You know, a lot of people don't understand that even though, you know, I'm in the gym and people say I inspire them, other people inspire me because I'm like, yeah, whether you're in the gym or not, you're still a hard worker in all these other aspects of your life, and I want to be that type of person, and I can say that's something that I'm going to choose every day to do. And it's scary, and I'm like, man, you know, I know myself enough to know that in other aspects of my life I'm very lazy, and I'm going to choose to not be that anymore. So I'm definitely trying to inspire you guys that this is going to be our year. Whether the year it ends up being crazy or whatever, we are still going to strive and push to make this an amazing year, a very successful year, a very financially amazing year, spiritually amazing year, mentally, whatever the case may be. We're going to make this year amazing. That's the whole point of Hero Strength, is just is pushing and getting to that next level of whatever aspect of your life. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. See you guys next time.